G'day everybody, Paul from Paul's Body Engineering. Today I want to speak specifically regarding the coined phrase reverse dieting. Now I think Layne Norton actually came up with this, or the concept behind it, many years ago, and it's commonly used particularly in bodybuilding and fitness shows when someone's dieted down to a certain point, and then obviously their metabolism is accordingly slowed down as well, and what we tend to do once they've hit their peak is reverse diet them out. So we slowly increase calories over time to get them back into a good metabolic position and to a level of maintenance. This process is still applied to anyone that diets, from a good coach who does flexible dieting protocols in their training. So I've often been asked, when we explain the term reverse dieting, I've often been asked, well, how long do I have to reverse diet for? You know, I've dieted now down for 10 weeks, I've lost 5 kilos, I'm at my goal weight, how long do I have to reverse diet? The short answer to that question is there is no time frame. There is no time frame to a reverse diet. A reverse diet can last anywhere from 3 weeks up to 18 months, 2 years. It completely depends on the individual and the individual's goals. So if your goals are to get your body into a really high metabolic state, whereby you can increase your calorie intake to a really high surplus because your goal is to put on muscle, then it could take you 18 months to get to that point. You could start, after having dieted down, start at say 1,800 calories and work all the way up to 3,000, 3,500, 4,000 even, who knows. If for whatever reason you only need to reverse a couple of weeks past the dieting point or the peak of your diet, or your contest prep finale, then so be it. That's what it is, and obviously your coach will guide you through those first 3 weeks and then what you need to do after that. So the answer to that question, there isn't really a set answer. It's about the individual, your goals, your needs, but as a coach, it's our duty of care to ensure that your health is the priority in this situation. So we must make sure that you have the tools at your disposal to ensure that your health is the priority, your metabolism is set up accordingly, so that then once you leave the coaching scenario, say you part ways with your trainer, your coach, and do your own thing for a while, you're in a really healthy position to do that. It's really important that your health is the priority in this situation, because it can easily come a point where you've done all the dieting, you've done all the hard work, you look amazing, then you go out and celebrate. The next thing you know, you go on 3-4 days of just eating uncontrollably, or you just eat for the sake of eating because you haven't done it for so long. There's that craving, that need to satiate. And before you know it, because your metabolism's so low, you haven't had the opportunity to improve it, it then becomes a problem because the body can't process the food quick enough. That food then becomes body fat. So there is that concern while your metabolism's still low. So that's the reverse dieting process, basically. There's no set time frame to it. It needs to be done in a manner that's going to suit the individual. That's it from me, guys. I just want to touch on reverse dieting because it's a question that's been thrown at me quite recently, and quite often over the course of the last few years and the last few contest preps. So happy Wednesday. Always look after your health, look after your fitness, and keep smiling.